Good morning and welcome to Small Thoughts, 12 January 2026. The verse selected is 2 Corinthians 4:17. For our light affliction, which is but for a moment, is working for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory. Affliction is a noun and it means a cause for pain or harm. Paul reminds us the afflictions of this present world. He was speaking about persecution, being persecuted but not forsaken, cast down but not destroyed in verse 9, and again in verse 8, troubled on every side, yet not distressed, perplexed but not in despair. For they allow death to the deeds of the flesh, that they do not themselves, that everyone to whom the gospel is preached may live. Persecution then becomes a light affliction for Paul. He doesn't, in verse 18, look on the things that are seen, but the things that are not seen. For the things which are seen, the suffering, the persecution, and for Christ's sake, but the things that are temporal, the things that are not, which are eternal. This, he says, is the crux of faith in Hebrews 11:1. This suffering is light for a moment, a twinkling of an eye, and works for us for a far more exceeding abundant weight of glory. In verse 6, 7, and 8, Paul tells us that the treasure of the knowledge of the glory of God in the face of Jesus Christ is in their hearts, and they not only bear about in their body the dying of Christ, but also manifest it in their mortal flesh. May we also be able to do so like Paul did, denying themselves and dying daily. And may we be encouraged to do so always, that our light affliction may be just for a moment to work for us for a far more exceeding and eternal weight for glory. This then be our hope.